Hello guys. So I have how to say this. I have been rethinking my goals and I won't be able without I won't be able to reach the goals, the fantastic goal that I had thought of reaching the 300. I had told you guys that I wouldn't be able to, but I was gonna try it. But one thing I didn't have in consideration is the time of the year. And we all know that when things change, especially if you have any type of mental condition, let's call it mental condition, being seasonal depression, general depression, and any type of anxiety, any type of mental condition, let's call it like that. Now when it comes to end of November, beginning of December, and then fully on to winter, things it's so much stress for some reason. Well, I know the reasons, and my reasons I do have several reasons for it, and not gonna expand on that because I don't want to bother anyone with it, and it's not why we are here. But besides me, everyone is a little bit out of sorts during this time, and I didn't have that in consideration. So I'm just gonna. I have already reached the goal that I had on Goodreads, and that's enough. I also had a very chaotic November, and I am gonna cut back on the books that I said that I'm gonna read because I just don't need to read it just cause, so I'm just gonna cut back on it. And I have here 3 books. I did mention a book about stones and a book about plants that I didn't even know the names for it in English, so I put it away because those 2 are supposed to be books that I'm gonna study, not just read, and I was gonna expand on it and alter one of them, so I would need much more time than I actually have. And no, let's be honest, when people want to have time, and I would have the time, but at this moment I prefer to use it in another way. So after all this very strange, convoluted explanation, the books I am dropping is... Yeah, I told if I was gonna drop, this would be the first one. It's... I just saw the name in English. Where is the name? Shelter Mountain. This is by Robin Carr. This is the second one on Virgin River. So I'm not gonna give up on any of these books. I'm just gonna drop them for November and probably December, and then they will enter on my TBR choices for next year whenever I feel like reading them. Next one is one that I had on my non-fiction November TBR, and that is the General History of Pirates by Captain Johnson. This book, first, it is big. It is bigger than the normal book. It is very heavy, dear Lord. It is substantial, and I'm dropping it, not for that, but because I mostly already know what's in here, and it's gonna be I haven't totally read this, but I have read parts of some of the pirates that I wanted to know more about, and I have seen probably a healthy amount of videos about pirates, and this is one of the books that people go when they want information. This is one of the Bibles about pirates. So yeah, most of what's in here I already know. It will be just to say that I actually read the text itself. So I'm gonna drop this one. Also, this This is really strange because the cover is very stiff, but the rest is very wobbly. But it's a very well-made book. Very well-made book. And the last one is the last one from The Accursed Kings, the series by Maurice Druon. This is How a King Lost Friends, and this, I had started reading this one. I just finished the one before this one. This is the seventh and last one on the series. But this series would have been perfect without this book. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I will read it next year because I do want to know why was this made. Because all the major characters had their completion arc on the other book. The characters that we have yet to follow are just... we barely know them from the series, and this book is written in a completely different way from the others. The others are like usual third-person narration, and this is how do you say it? Archbishop? Is it? No, cardinal. A cardinal. Talking and thinking while he tells the story of things that already passed and the story of things that are passing at the time. I'm just like, when I started reading this, I was so confused what was happening that I had to reread the titles when it says that it's a cardinal thinking, cardinal talking, because I'm one of those persons that read the title and then it just goes. I don't know why, but this is a thing that happens when chapters have titles. I read them and I immediately forgot them. And I had to reread them, and I had to read like the beginning of each chapter to have more or less an idea. So this feels like an extra. I don't know if that's the case. Maybe it was, because the last book finished mostly with the death of Robert of Artois, something like that, French language. And when he died, it even had like a note from the author being like, yeah, my favorite character died, and now we just have to move on because we need to finish this. And the last chapters were like the finishing all the other characters' arcs and information about. And then this, I don't know what is this supposed to be. So I'm very confused. I'm not in the mood to read this. To be honest, I'm in the mood to just go with my fantasy, the fantasy series I was reading. So what I'm gonna do is focusing on those. Finishing what I have to finish for non-fiction November, and then I'm just gonna focus on the fantasy, enjoy the fantasy, and just chill. How are you guys doing on this time of year? Because I know that this time of year is like difficult for many people for different reasons. I, to be honest, do not like Christmas. And now that is 2020, the good things that I had planned for Christmas are not gonna happen, and then so it's even like double the sad than the usual Christmas. So yeah, how are you guys going? Are you guys achieving your goals? How are you guys doing mentally? I hope you are all okay. And yeah, this is just a quick video to talk a little bit why I'm dropping these books and to let you guys know. And yeah, this is all, guys. Bye bye.